Yeah, what is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you our next matchup in the Fighter Pass tournament. So if you're new and you're stumbling across one of these videos wondering what this is, a few rules for you to kind of follow for this tournament. So sorry again to the people that have been around that know this, but I do get random people that stumble across this. So, if you want to participate, you're more than welcome to. And so you're going to ask, what is this? It is basically, I took 32 characters and put them into a tournament form, and then each day on the channel, I upload one matchup from the tournament, and then we vote down in the comments by simply typing the name of one of the two characters for that day's matchup that we would rather see as a DLC fighter in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, you obviously, one vote per person, so you either vote for the first character, the second character, and the two characters who are in the match. They're at the very end of the title of the video in parentheses, so no mistakes here. And I'll get into the matchup. Actually, I'll just tell you, the matchup today is Phoenix Wright taking on Sora. But yeah, type down in the comments. And if you absolutely love both characters, you can vote for both. Totally fine. But again, one vote per person. Voting stays open for just 1 week. That way we keep the tournament rolling. It's a double elimination tournament. Character has to lose twice before eliminated. And if there's ever a tie in voting, I flip a coin on camera. Best way to settle it. So, yeah, I guess we got to go over the results from the previous week. So last Monday, it was the results. The matchup was Spyro. Yeah, Spyro taking on Doom Guy. And Spyro, more cartoonish, seems to maybe fit the style of Smash Bros. A bit better against an iconic franchise in its own right in Doom with Doom Guy, Doom Marine, whatever you prefer to call the character. Well, this one wasn't that close at all. Spyro ended up winning 38 votes to just 9, so, I definitely seen a few comments that were like, Doom Guy doesn't even fit the style of Smash Bros. He's just be completely out of place, and I totally agree with that. M-rated characters are, they're M-rated for a reason, and Smash Bros, well, isn't. So, yeah, just a quick little touch on that. So, yeah, Spyro, congrats, moves on to the next round for at least one more match, because Spyro already has one loss, so one more and he's done. So that brings us to the aforementioned Phoenix Wright taking on Sora. So, let's do this, right? Let's jump into it. I think I'm starting with Phoenix Wright. Boom, let's go. Objection. Does he have a moveset? Absolutely, yes. So there was a couple comments in the last Phoenix Wright matchup saying, how would he even play? Well, I could give you the quick thing, you're already on YouTube, right? So go, just type in Phoenix Wright, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 moveset. You'll get an idea of how he could potentially play, because he's been in a fighting game, so there's a fighting moveset out there for him to kind of take inspiration from. But he's a lawyer. I think he's kind of like a famous poker player as well. So I think somewhat in his moveset he uses like paperwork and he just chucks a bunch of papers at him. I know you're going to be like, what? Really? You chuck papers at somebody and that does damage? Yeah, but it's sort of the whole lawyer thing, objection. You're just chucking stuff everywhere. It's more of, I guess, a close range. So it's not a long range. I'm just going to chuck a sheet of paper at you and deal some significant damage. No, it's more of a close-up thing. But he's got some, you could even incorporate, a poker table. Maybe he just flips the table or throws a poker table at somebody. You got poker chips, maybe some cards. Who knows? But if you really want to understand maybe his moveset, just type in Phoenix Wright, Marvel vs. Capcom moveset. It'll make a lot more sense. But in terms of the character himself, he's always been discussed and potentially, a good fit for Smash Bros. Because he's got the style for one. He'd be very unique actually, and he's actually pretty popular. From the Ace Attorney games, what did they start? They started on the DS, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong, but there's been, I think, is there 5 games? I think there's been 5 Ace Attorney games. I think, man, I should have looked that up, but I could have swore there's 5. But so there's been multiple entries. It's been a pretty big success. Like I said, he's already crossed over into fighting games, with the Marvel vs. Capcom theme, and I think it would be a pretty good addition to the rosters. He's, like I said, he's popular. He's already got a moveset. People know him because he's been requested for quite some time. I mean, I remember even around Smash Bros. Brawl, people were bringing up Phoenix Wright's name to be in Smash Bros. For characters that they would like on their wish list. And while I'm not a super big fan of having Phoenix Wright actually as a playable character, honestly, I'd have, no pun intended, I'd have no objection to him being in the roster. It's just not, at the top of my list for characters I'd want to see, but I think he fits very well. you'd have a pretty unique moveset. Some of it might look a little off, like I said, chucking papers at somebody. That'd be kind of like, what, really? Okay, that's weird. But that kind of gives him his own sort of, if you want to say, goofy little, unique sort of vibe to his own moveset. People always like uniqueness, and if a character can bring that to the table for Smash Ultimate, I welcome him. Bring him on. I think he makes a fantastic addition, but in this matchup, I think he might have a bit of trouble because his opponent is Sora. That is right, Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Of course, Kingdom Hearts 3 just released a few weeks ago. A tremendous, huge game that's, people waited forever for Kingdom Hearts 3. We finally got it. I still haven't even played it. I haven't bought it, but I really should do that. I have tomorrow off work, or today off work. Maybe I should do that. I don't know. Enough about me, but Sora, extremely popular. Sure, he's got the Disney sort of licensing thing. It could be, somewhat of a difficulty trying to get the rights for the character. It could be an issue. It could be an issue. But in terms of would he sell? Absolutely. Does he have a moveset? Absolutely as well. And popular? Again, absolutely. I mean, he's kind of got all the ingredients to make it happen. Plus, he's always been one of those, the fantasy sort of, pipe dream characters that, tons of people would want, but don't really expect to happen. Now, there was, rumors going around. There's always rumors, leaks going around. Oh, Sora's in Smash. We got to wait to see. It seems like the latest, the one with, who was it? The latest Fighter Pass, the leak, or leak, was supposed to be like Ryu Hayabusa, Doom Guy, Erdrick, and I think Steve. And now that one, credibility for that one has kind of been shot, so kind of scraps that and kind of anyone's back on the table sort of thing. So it's cool to see that, but I don't know. Sora maybe down the road at some point be an awesome. Maybe it could be the final character. That way Smash, the first Fighter Pass, goes out with a huge bang, announces this character. Oh, that'd be a great way. I mean, it might even, sure, he'd be the last character, but it could be a way if people haven't bought any of the characters or the Fighter Pass itself and they see Sora's the last one, again, depending on who the other three would be, because we already know Joker's the first one, maybe people would be inclined to buy the entire Fighter Pass, get Sora, get Joker, get, whoever the other three could potentially be as well. Joker's a seller. Sora would be a seller, so ingredients are there. Fan base is behind them. People want them. It should happen. I even think one of the Kingdom Hearts, creators or something, I think they've even said they wanted Sora in Smash, so let's just I hope this can happen. I hope this can happen. Yeah, so if you don't know who I'm going to vote for right now, my vote is going to go for Sora. Again, like I said, I think Phoenix Wright absolutely would make a fantastic, unique addition to the roster. But in terms of this matchup, we only get one vote. And I'm not voting both because I'd much, much rather see Sora. So I'm voting Sora for this matchup. That's pretty simple for that one. So I guess that is pretty much going to be it for this one. Let's see. So we're going to go over... what is it? Not results. Sneak peek for tomorrow. Tomorrow's matchup should be a good one. Chrono from Chrono Trigger. There's a new rumor leak going around for for another Fighter Pass, characters. It's it's supposed to be like, it's actually like Agumon, it's Chrono, I think Erdrick is on there, and Banjo. I think those are the four new ones that the leak is suggesting, so we'll see if that'd be interesting. Bring back Chrono would be I think a bizarre move in a way, just because he's an older franchise, and unless Square has some sort of, I'm going to talk about this tomorrow on tomorrow's episode, but unless Square has some sort of, plans to bring the character back and maybe a new, new installment in the franchise, maybe I could see Chrono happening, but he just kind of seems... I'm all for, reviving old franchises, bringing back, maybe you could say, retro characters if you want to go that route. I'm all for that. Man, I'm getting off topic here. But, so tomorrow should be an interesting one. Chrono against Banjo should be cool. And then we'll get the results of Scorpion. Okay. We'll end up, let's face it, we'll end up seeing Scorpion beat Geolight tomorrow. I could just type it in now. I don't know the number of votes, but Scorpion's going to beat Geolite. No, there's no... I don't think there's a contest there, but that will be the matchup and the results for tomorrow. So with that one, with I guess that being said, this one is coming to an end. Again, leave your votes down in the comments, 1 vote per person. Either vote for Phoenix Wright or Sora, or both. Anyway, that is it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.